Welcome to the first video class that I've ever done, and I miss you all, and I'm looking forward to practicing with you today. So we're going to start with our feet. I have framed the picture to get my feet in there. This is going to have to improve as I go. The frame keeps chipping, but at least I can see my feet. So maybe just do a few little, walk through your feet a little bit, just so you bring your awareness into your feet. I'm standing with my feet hip width distance apart. Just doing a little bit of could even do a little bit of sort of prancing like a horse through the foot. I'm pushing up through the ball mound of my foot. And then place both your feet down, lift up your toes, feel how your weight goes back towards your heels. Let your weight shift a little bit into the ball mounds, go back towards your heels. Then maybe go towards the inner foot. Come to the inner edges of your feet, pulling up the outer edges of your feet. Go to the outer edges of your feet, pulling up the inner edges of your feet. And then come back to square on your feet, and try to be aware of inner edge, outer edge, front of the foot, back of the foot. Lift up your toes now to lift up your arches. Create an upward movement through yourself and swing your arms up. Reach up through your arms, down into your feet, creating length along your side body. And then spread out your arms wide and feel width. Feel the width of the room. Imagine your collarbones are broadening. Your shoulder blades are getting broad on your back. And bring your arms down. Now let's take that into a little flowing up and down movement. Little bend of the legs down. Swing of the arms back. And then lift up. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale down. And lift up. Breathe in. Exhale down. Breathe in. Lift up, exhale down, lift up, and this time stay up, lift your chest, take your awareness down to your feet, and then look up to the ceiling. Imagine you're looking from the chest. Don't just let your head drop back, but keep extending your side body up from the reach of your arms up. And then look forward, open out your arms, and bring your arms down. Let's bring our feet together now and do a little bit more arm work, swinging the arms across, hugging yourself. Feel how your shoulder blades get broad on your back as you do that. Open out your arms and swing across. This time, come into eagle pose arms. And with your arms wrapped around each other, lift your elbows up as you come into a little small bend at the ankles and knees and the hips. Kind of let your buttocks drop down here so that you feel your whole back body lengthening. Move your elbows, your forearms up. And come up. Second side. Bend the ankles and knees, the hips. Take your forearms up, your elbows up. Let your eyes soften here. Notice that with your eyes blocked, where does your attention go? That is to say, with your vision blocked. And then come up. Let's just take one arm directly up here, out to the side. Internally rotate your arm as it comes back behind your back. And reach it up towards your shoulder blades. Try not to touch the back. And then open. Externally rotating all the way up. Let's do that with the other side. Externally rotate the arm when it's above your head. And then as you come out to the side, internally rotate, with the palm facing the wall behind you. Lift the hand up your back behind you. And then reverse that. Externally rotate now as you come out to the side. It's really a pretty natural movement for the arm, taking it through a range of motion, rotational motion there. And bring it down. This time, lace your fingers together. Roll your palms forward. Here, the lower arm is rotating inward. There's a kind of spiral, a ringing of the arms, and I'm trying to externally rotate my upper arms. And I want to keep that as I take the arms up above my head, externally rotating the upper arms as I press up through the thumb side of my palms. And from there, bring your awareness back down into your feet. Where are you standing on your feet? Try to feel the ball mounts, inner feet, outer feet, heels, inner heel, outer heel. Press down. Lengthen up through yourself. And release. Now go to the second side of that interlacing, and we'll repeat that. Rolling the palms forward, externally rotating your upper arms, and then go up through your palms, externally rotating the upper arms as you lengthen your palms upwards, press your feet downwards. Try to connect those two extremities within yourself, feet to hands. And then release. Let's now go back to that little bend in the legs so you get a little buoyancy. And keep your chest lifted as you jump wide. And now try to be aware of your feet in this wide leg position with the press of the ball mounds as well as the heels. The outer edge of the feet is a little more challenging to get the outer edge of the feet to go down here. Imagine you're pressing your feet into sand, making an imprint into sand, and then drawing up from there, up through your shins, up through your thighs. Expand your arms. Be expansive in space here. Now turn your left toes in and turn your right leg out. So I'm going to be mirroring you and reversing directions on my own body as I do in class. And we'll come into triangle pose. Take your hips to the left. As you bring your chest to the right, again, expand through your arms, taking your right arm down, your left arm up. Let go of any hardness in your eyes or your jaw, your mouth. And press the left foot down, press the right foot down. On your next inhalation, come up, turn your feet forward. Now turn your right toes in and turn your whole left leg out. Breathe in, and with an exhale, swing your hips to the left, the right, as you bring your chest to the left. Extend your left arm down, your right arm up. Press down through your feet, breathe in, and turn your feet forward, and jump your feet back together. Tadasana. How does that change the feeling of the narrow Tadasana, having been out wide? Is there kind of inner width you experience a little bit more now? Okay, we're going to repeat that triangle pose with a little bit more tension on the legs now. Jump your feet wide. Turn your left toes in. Turn your whole right leg out. And then take your awareness to the very top of the right thigh. A frequent visitor to class, Kaya, turn the top of the right thigh out until you begin to even feel like there's a kind of grip that comes somewhere in the buttock. And keeping that, exhale and come to the side. Go to that area again, the very top of your right thigh. Externally rotate the top of the right thigh and move your right buttock forward, and see if you can bring your left side ribs forward a little bit more. So I've got the sides wrong. Bring the right buttock forward and release the right ribs forward. And see if your chest doesn't come around with a little bit more ease. press down through your feet and come up. Turn your feet forward. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left leg out. Take your awareness down to the top of the left thigh. Turn the left thigh a little bit more. Try to even feel that there's a kind of grip that comes at the hip. And then with your exhale, come over to the side. Again, take your awareness to the top of the right thigh. Turn the top of the right thigh. Feel the very center of the hip moves forward in space as you bring your left side ribs forward. Maybe your chest opens a little bit more. Maybe you feel your shoulder blades up on your back a bit more. And then on your next inhalation, press your feet down and come up and turn your feet forward. Jump your feet back together. Tadasana. Let's widen out our feet again. We're going to do a few wider-legged Utkatasanas. Swing your arms up and bend your knees out. Keep an awareness that you're keeping the knees tracking over the toes, not falling in. Widen the knees out. Keep the knees going out over your toes as you come into your Utkatasana. Lengthen up through your arms. Keep the sense that you're lifting your ribs in space as you do that. And then press down through your feet and come up. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. Pinning in your outer ankles. It's very strengthening for the ankles. And then come down. Open out your arms and bring them down again. Okay, we're going to do a little shifting now. Come down into Utkatasana. Bring your arms to your hips and shift over to one foot. See if you can levitate the left foot up and come over to the right foot. See if you can levitate a little bit. That other foot. And come back to both feet. Swing your arms up. Press down. Come up. Press up onto the balls of your feet. And down. Open out your arms. And release. One more time. Utkatasana with a one-legged variation. Come down to Utkatasana. Come over to one foot. Back to the other foot. Back to 2 feet. Swing your arms up. Press down through your feet. And push up onto the balls of your feet. Creating a lot of length, like you could just take off. And come back. Open out your arms. And release. Let's bring the feet together now, again with hands on the hips. And come into a balance on one foot. Let's even experiment here with closing the eyes for a moment on one foot. And feel how much awareness goes to the standing foot when you do that. And open your eyes. That closing of the eyes can just be for 2 or 3 seconds if that seems really challenging. You can also go to a wall. You can let that be at your complete own discretion, whether you take the support of a hand on the wall or your back at the wall in any balancing pose on any day. It still is you're still gonna be activating your balancing system. There's still gonna be benefits. It's not really about passing a test, the balancing. It's about activating the balancing system, the vestibular system. So here I am on one foot, closing my eyes for maybe only 2 or 3 seconds or until you fall out of it. But do notice, what do you begin to become aware of with your eyes closed? See if you can let that standing foot respond to the little imbalances, because that's really what our vestibular system is. It's a response to where we are in relationship to gravity. So it is a process of activating. My screen went dark there. I have to learn more about how this all works. Okay, now we're gonna lift up the leg, turn it out, lift up the foot as high as you can get it. We're not using our hands at the moment, so it's gonna be the legs moving the legs, tree pose. Press the foot into the leg, press the leg. So on one leg, often this hip will just slide out. And I can come into balance there, but what I want to be doing is actually strengthening through the hip, so I stay up on this standing hip. So come in at your outer left hip here as you press the right foot in to the right leg, wherever that foot is. Take your arms wide, rotate the arms, take them up over your head. Let's stay here for a moment. You can't see my hands, sorry about that, but link your thumbs, and then if you fall, you can just start over again. Link your thumbs and pull your thumbs apart, bringing your upper arm bones in towards your ears. Stay firm in your outer left hip. Release. When you release your right leg, see if you can slowly let it come off and land as opposed to sort of popping off. Second side. Take your left leg up. Come in at your outer right hip. Spread your arms. Turn the arms. Sweep your arms up over your head. Link the thumbs and pull the thumbs apart. Feel how your upper arm bones come in close to your ears, let your shoulder blades move up towards your hands. And then open out your arms and bring them down.